Good evening and welcome to the Deep Stream on this Monday evening. Today I'm going to try out to implement this little thing here called, not this little thing here, called StreamToy, which is the add-on I created for the Godot add-on jam, and that will integrate Twitch events into a Godot game. So wanted to try it out and implement it in this very stream. Hello Summer and hello Slacks. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you're interested in the following. So let's start. So the StreamToy plugin is actually a set of different components. If you have been on the stream before, you may know this, but I'll try to reiterate this because that's key to know how StreamToy works. So this is the design of the add-on. Basically, what we're doing today is the left side. Oh, come on, this one. Um, is the left side of it. So we have the Godot TDBD web server and the StreamToy server all in one Docker container, which will deploy on my server. And the very interesting part for most of you is the second part, the StreamToy client in a Godot game. Interesting to see what StreamToy is and how to integrate it. Fancy design. Of course, in details. Yes, of course, because that's the most easy way to deploy things nowadays, because you have all the libraries and all the dependencies already packed in the container you're deploying in the container image. So basically, it's just a Godot game, but it's easier than to just document it. So the uh, the StreamToy server connects to the so-called Events Hub API from Twitch that sends out webhooks if there's some event like a new follower or something like that. And the StreamToy server then notifies the StreamToy client, which they communicate using the embedded multiplayer network engine that is in Godot. I just forgot how the name of it is, but what name of it has. But anyway, and then we can react in Godot with animations, sounds, and all this. And the idea is to export this game into a web export, so you can easily integrate this as a web page in OBS. So we'll see how that works. So let's go. So the first part to have running is the StreamToy server. Let's see, I've already installed this on my server. Let's see. I think I have, yeah, there it is. The StreamToy server. I just created a Docker Compose YAML. Let me just redact all the sensitive information of it. This. Connected. Just a second. There you go. StreamToy has some environment variables that are used to configure it. If you go to the StreamToy website, which is on this GitHub repository, where it is, Godot StreamToy. This is the server, is this the front end? No, it's StreamToy server, yes. And there you can see the configuration environment variables that you need to set. Basically, you need to set those. You need to set the StreamToy base URL because you usually deploy the Docker container behind a reverse proxy like Nginx or Apache or whatever, and you have a different base URL in this under which it's reachable than the localhost URL available with Docker. Then you have to set these three things. I'm going to show you where to get those. And you can set the StreamToy port if you don't want to have it on 1881 as the default. That's the UDP port used for the, oh, EDAT is the service, yes. That's the Godot multiplayer, one of the Godot multiplayer, implemented Godot multiplayer services. It's called ENET, and it's based on UDP and listens on port, the StreamToy server listens on port 8081. I had to, oh, yes, just a second. So the StreamToy server will, I already also added the -d command to have a debug output, just to test it. And the ports are forwarded here, 8086 to 8080, which is the default HTTP port for where the HTTP part of StreamToy server listens to, and then the 8087, which has to be UDP. I love GitHub readmes and docs that just make things so easy nowadays. Yes, and they recently implemented a diagram library, so you can add diagrams into your markdowns as well. I don't know how what the name was. It sadly wasn't Excalidraw because I already had this running, but it was another markdown enabled diagramming tool. So yeah, they have. Oh, let's see. What was the name of it? Maybe I can find this quickly. Mermaid. Yes, Mermaid. It's called Mermaid. They have that since 2 or 3 months. Oh, February 14th. Yes. This is pretty cool. So, yes, I had to implement two things that are important as well. You need to enable TTY and standard and open to true, because as the Godot server won't launch, or actually won't will wait for. I think it will wait for keyboard input, so you have to stream those or connect those as well. These two are important. Okay. So we don't need this. I had to do something else because I wasn't able to directly connect the UDP port of the Docker container. I had to implement a UDP forwarding. I think I just used netcat or something. SoCat, yes, SoCat, exactly. I used SoCat, which is well, basically just a data mirroring tool that will listen on port 1880, 1880, and then forward it into the port 1887. Because as well, I think it was the iptables firewall I had on this Linux server. It's a Ubuntu Linux server. I'm not sure, but somehow the UDP packages didn't reach the container. So that was something I did as well. And I added a reverse proxy based on Apache HTTP server before it, so it will forward requests to, what did I say? Let me see. Did I save that? I did. StreamToy Deep Entertainment DE to the Docker container using the usual proxy mod proxy settings in Apache. You can use Nginx for example as well, or other HTTP services. Just a pretty basic reverse proxy, and I also do the SSL termination there. So all the SSL communication stops at the Apache server, and it's unencrypted because it's localhost. So no need to encrypt this in the backend. So this should run. Let's see if I docker compose ps, I think it was. No, it doesn't run, so let's run it. Yes, now it runs. There you go. And it should log something. Logs. Yeah, StreamToy HTTP server started, and StreamToy ENET server started on UDP. So it basically is running. I wanted to show you where to get these Twitch API token, Twitch client ID, and the StreamToy secret. Well, the StreamToy secret is actually just a random password I generated because it's the secret that will be used by the StreamToy server together with the Twitch API server. They encrypt messages, or they validate messages by using a secret and encrypting this secret and transporting the secret back and forth, so you really know that's the communication you were expecting there. The other two come from Twitch themselves, so you have to create a Twitch developer account, which is pretty easy actually. You just log in and then well, I think you have to answer some questions, but then you're up and running. And you create a new application, and this is the deepstream StreamToy with the right URL in it. Let's get into this. So you need to set the URL right here. They say when testing locally you can set this to HTTP localhost, but it actually doesn't work. You really have to input the real redirect URL. So you input the base URL you have there, and the StreamToy server includes a event sub endpoint that you need to enter here. Back from bio break, I think Twitch is suddenly acting up again. I'll just keep on. Oh, I'm sorry. On my end, it seems okay. OBS is saying everything's green, and I can see it says excellent. So maybe it's on your side. Okay, you have to get a category, but this is not that important. But you get the client ID, which is a public one, so I'm not redacting this here, but it's useless to you anyway. And you get a client secret at this point, which is only displayed once to you. So copy it afterward after you create a new secret. Copy that into your password safe, and then use it in the StreamToy server for this environment variable. The client ID is the one you see there, and the other one is the client secret. It's called AP token here, so it's a bit misleading, but it's actually the client secret here. So that is it for the StreamToy server. So to reiterate, you need to apply as a Twitch developer, create an application there, enter the right. First things first, you have to start the Docker container, do all the things around it, like the reverse proxy and an SSL certificate. You have to use SSL. You have to use an HTTPS URL, otherwise it won't work. That's something Twitch is requesting or requiring, and then you create an application in the Twitch developer console. You get a client ID and a client secret, and then start the container using these settings. I don't think I have to. I created this SOCAD URL. So if you have problems forwarding the UDP, then you should use SOCAD for that. I don't think I have documented the thing with TTY, so I will add this to the README as well after the stream. And then it should work, it should run, which is basically this output here. You see there's a Godot engine running in the background, headless, and then you get the messages that the StreamToy server parts were started, the HTTP server and the eNet server part. So that is that. One word of warning: in the current implementation, StreamToy has no authentication whatsoever. So you actually, everybody who knows your URL can connect to your server and be notified when the or setup following. So I will I will shut down StreamToy after this stream. Um, so don't even try it. But I was planning to implement authentication. So you have to supply an authentication when you connect to the server, so you can be sure that only these people, though the applications that know the password to the server can connect. But that's not important for right now. I just want to see if it works right now. So let's start with Godot. Um, so basically, I also have the StreamToy front end ready here, but let's create a new one. Let's create just an empty project, and I will put this in my usual games path now. Code private. Yeah, one games, and then I want to have deepstream. Stream. There you go. I think I did submitted this to the asset library, right? StreamToy. No. Are there any? Ah, okay. There seems to be something wrong with the asset library again. Oh well. Okay, then we just download it from GitHub. It's a deep entertainment slash stream stream StreamToy demo. That's demo project, and you have the add-ons. I actually just need this one. I think I have to make this an official plugin, the StreamToy client. I forgot about that. Oh, okay. So then I could just copy it from my uh, version on the hard disk. Yes, Twitch has totally screwed the pooch for me at the moment. Mermaid sounds cool though. Gonna look at it if the company I work for out could use it to may enable diagrams in our internal working. Yes, that's pretty cool. So annoying that we always have to paste in PowerPoint diagrams. Oh yes. Oh well, we use Confluence at my employer, and with Draw.io plugins inside of well, so that works pretty well. Okay, so let's make an add-ons folder, and then we just need the private Godot StreamToy front-end add-ons StreamToy client, this directory. I will publish it as a add-on as well, so you can just download it from the asset lib. There you go, and enable this. And how did I? Oh yeah, yes, I have to create. What was? How did I do that? I've created a test scene, and yeah, there you go. So yeah, let's create our scene. We create a scene. Let's create a scene. Well, let's create a 2D scene. So the project settings. Let's see what the default the window size. I'm streaming with. I think I'm streaming with 1280 by 1090. Where do I see that video? 1920 by 1080. So let's use that as well. 1080. Yep. There you go. And this is the stream front end. And then we save it. And then we attach a GD script to it. And if it's ready, we want to connect to the StreamToy server. Whoops. And we do this using this thing here. StreamToy connects, is connected, so self is connected, and then we connect to the StreamToy server, which is StreamToy Deep Entertainment D. 8081 is wrong, it's 8087, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. '87, '88. I think it's 8088. Yes, it's 8088. So 8088. Yes, and once we have connected to the StreamToy server, we'll call this function. Let's make this a bit bigger here. Right. And inside this function, we can subscribe to things. Let's see this. So StreamToy is created to implement multiple handlers for different streaming platforms. I already integrated Twitch currently because it's what I needed, but it's planned to support other things like YouTube or something as well. Let's see. There's the Twitch channel. That they actually document to use as a testing bed. So this one, no, what? Twitch TV/Twitch. This one. So this is the official Twitch channel itself, and you can just connect to this one and follow it and receive and use it to test out your implementation. So the Twitch broadcaster user ID is 12,826, which is in the documentation. It's actually not on this page. Am I right? Yes. So you get this information from the developer documentation. Let's just open this quickly. Docs, and let's see, event sub is the where was it get started? Oh no, this is handling events using the CI. There you go. Create a subscription that set events notification when the Twitch channel ID gets a new follower. So that's the thing they say that can be used. So let's use that to just test our things here, and we just could switch that to the deepstream in the end to actually make it working with it. But let's use it to showcase what happens. So we set this up with the StreamToy handler, with the Twitch StreamToy handler. Set the Twitch broadcaster user ID. That's basically all we need, and then we use subscribe, and then we get a notification if there's a StreamToy. If StreamToy receives a notification from Twitch. So if an event, let's open the. So if Twitch sends a webhook to the StreamToy server, then the StreamToy server will notify the StreamToy client using this notification signal. So let's see, and then we get type and the event data. So we get several types. By default, there are three. Let's see, three event types. Oh no, that's the wrong one. StreamToy. Where is it? There you go. Let's see, there are three handlers. Oh, three event types. Use Twitch handler. Type. Yes, this one. Twitch subscribe. That's the handler. There should be a StreamToy event subgrouper. Oh, this one. Let me see. Subscribe. I forgot how to do how I did it. How I did it myself. Subscribe. Get handler. No, that's the handler. And then there's a StreamToy. Oh, that's in the client. Of course. Twitch subscribe. Yes, there it is. That's one. That's one. The StreamToy server can't subscribe to anything, but the StreamToy client currently only subscribes to channel follow and channel rate, because that's the two events that were interesting to me the most. There are different events available. Where is it? Twitch handler. There was the link, and there are quite a lot of events available. For example, channel cheer, channel raid, channel cheer, channel ban, unbanned, moderator add, and all these things that you can subscribe to if you want to make this make your Godot game react to it. Hello, Captain Fuba. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Working on your StreamToy tonight? Yes, I am. Thanks for stopping by. I'm integrating this. I'm actually making a real game for it that will eventually be integrated in my own stream. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. So we saw that we will get notifications when my channel was rated or my channel is followed. So in our configuration currently, we use the Twitch channel and get notified if there's a follow on that channel. So we should be notified here. So let me fix that. The tabs here. There was a way to convert intents to tabs. There you go. Now it's ready. So this is actually all the things you need to get StreamToy running. So now you can start with doing funny things that will show up in your stream when when an event is running. So for example, let's do the follow event. Let's start with something very simple. Let's just use a rich text label and yes, put this in the whole size. There you go. And we want to use BB code test. I can align SDK. So let's reparent it to a center container. And the center container uses the whole full rec, which doesn't work, of course. Let's set it here. There you go. And this is in the center, so that works. And this should work. It doesn't. Why doesn't it work? Clip content. You have any idea how the Twitch game engine integration is going? Do you have access to the SDK? No, I don't. No, I don't. I heard about that, but I don't see anything here. I basically just used the official documentation for StreamToy and basically only used the event sub API. Yeah, but this would be very interesting as well to directly integrate Godot into your channel or into your Twitch features. Um, but no, I don't know. Why? Why isn't this working? What did I do right? I have the center container and I have the rich text label. And I've used fill and expand. What is wrong here? Why is there an O? Okay. They have a better program going that gives you access to the C++ SDK. All right. Okay. But then you have to implement this using GD native, right? Oh, I know. Because I have to create a container. Oh no, I don't need to. Just GD native would be the way to implement it, yes. Yes. I currently try to steer away from GD native currently because it has limits in multi-platform approach of it. I talked with someone of the core team and they said they were planning to use WebAssembly in the end for not for GD native but the new one. I forgot this name. GD extension, yes, thank you. So then it will be interesting because then they can easily port everything to all platforms. This is the thing that holds me back from GD native currently. And everything is actually quite well integratable in GDScript. I was actually amazed when I saw all the features that GDScript already has because for StreamToy I needed a web server, so we needed TCP handling, a UDP handling as well. Then I needed to implement an OAuth authentication workflow with encryption in it, and there's a working crypto API in it. So there are so many features I didn't know about before creating StreamToy. It's pretty amazing. And I tweeted today about the awesome UI library of Godot, and now I'm failing on it. What is my mistake here? I have a rich text label. And I have a center container. The center container is running over the whole thing, so if I add something, it should be in the center, and it should actually... maybe that's a problem of the rich text label. Isn't GDE still lacking functionality? I think yes, because it's a Godot 4 thing, and I think they didn't implement it fully currently. Center needs updating properly. Let's see. Let's see. Let's test. There you go. So, hide and show the item. Never did this. No. It seems as the rich text label isn't getting larger with the text. I have fit content hide, but that's just the content hide. Scroll active. What did I do in my test thing here? Test CSCN. I have created rich text label. Oh, and I set this into the middle of the screen. But we don't want to do this. We want to use the features. So maybe I need another container inside there. Let's use a button to test this. No, the button works. So the rich text label somehow doesn't update its boundaries. Let's use a container. And put some, well, now maybe a panel. Rich text label inside there. No. Oh, scroll is active. Fit content hide. I think that's a problem of the rich text label, right? You have a custom font. Now I used the default font, but I could use a font. I wanted to change that anyway. I already have this bang, this regular here, so let's test that. Deepstream. Let's use this one. And let's use a theme actually. New resource theme. Default theme. And then we... Oh, that's the new theme. Ah, cool. So I want to add a rich text label. I've never seen this in Godot 3.4. I want to change the normal font to this one. Oh, I need to add normal font to a dynamic font. And I have to put this there. There you go. Or do I have to start with a 2D scene? Let's try this. Let's start with the user interface scene. Attach script. StreamToy. Stream frontend. There you go. Then we add a center container. Then we add the rich text label, and these things all have the same theme. Well, the center container should be a full rect, and the rich text label should have text. Yeah, it doesn't work. So maybe it's actually a problem of the rich text label. Yes, yes. So let's use a min size of 50, 70, yes. Something like this. Rich text label, and maybe I can shrink center. Huh. Weird. Scroll active. That's the content height. Is there something known about this? Sounds like behavior, yes. Doesn't work actually. Fill. I think it just doesn't react to the content. Godot, rich text label, content, grow. So I think there's something. There's an issue there. Yeah. Yeah. There's an issue there. So we can't use that, or we have to change that. Okay. So let's just use them in size now. Or basically just don't use center container. Okay, because I wanted to use it actually because the rich text table has some very interesting features, especially for the small kind of animations we want to use, because there are so many things with the BB code. Like these effects here, for example. So, so these are the things I'm aiming for. I think there's also a center. Center, but isn't there also something like middle? I think that was script. Center, no, it's just center. Okay. Anyway, so we're using the rich text table, which is the event message. Let's use that. And then we can just use these things here. Rich text table, we use event message. There you go. It should actually just work. Let's see. Oh yes, it's control. There you go. So this is how it looks. Very unspectacular. But let's see if we have the Twitch channel here. Let's minimize this here. And if we click on follow, we theoretically would see something very funny, but we don't because we didn't enable BB code. We didn't enable BB code, yes. So this, and then we follow, and then we see nothing. Okay. Why don't we see something? Subscribe to Twitch events, yes. Oops. that didn't work. It worked, but why doesn't it work anymore? Let's see what the log says. So we are starting, and we have received a subscription, verifying Twitch request, Twitch callback. So basically, our new client subscribes and Twitch confirms that subscription. So it actually should work. So we follow. Ah, there you go. Something blocked there. Yeah, this is what I was aiming for. Actually, the whole setup just for this fancy message, but this is actually what I was looking for. So this is the basic functionality of StreamToy. So Twitch sent out an event, and then the Godot, the StreamToy server gets that event, publishes it to the StreamToy client, and the StreamToy client shows something. This is actually what I was looking for. So with that with that working, let's see if we can actually integrate it into the stream. Let's polish it up a bit. So we have the center here. Can you virtually center a rich text label? Oh, you can. Oh yeah, I think you can. Fit content height. Interesting thing about pushing messages, you could have several clients use center text. Yes, but this only centers it horizontally. I need to center it virtually, vertically. Yes, you could have several clients, but actually StreamToy should handle that. Because every client has its own entry in the subscription dictionary in the StreamToy server. So if there's a subscription that a specific client has subscribed to, then only this client will get noticed. That's the plan. I've only tested it with one client so far, but that works at least. I was extremely happy to have this whole setup working in the first place, because there are so many components there that could fail, but everything works out nicely. Center vertically. Yes. You could use the verb vbox container. Yes, this is this thing. When rich text label doesn't automatically scale to the size of the text. So yes. Yes. Labels have now an auto wrap setting. Setting a label to expand in size flex, then deactivate the shrink. When now setting the line line is centered, could have the same result as below. Fit content height. So what does it say there? Or she? So we activate fit content height. We do this. Size flex. I deactivate the vertical fill. Activate the size flex vertical shrink center. Yes. So if we select the center container again, and the center container spans the whole full rect, and we change the size. Oh, that's okay. Oh, because the okay. So we need a min size of 1020. Yes, and then we can use center if we type it right. Center. Ah, okay. There you go. So this is the way to go. So you have a center container. You activate fin content height, and you set the vertical to string center. This seems to work, and use a min size of 1090, the whole screen size as the minimum X size. So yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, so this is the way to go. StreamToy frontend will be the main scene. Let's test it again. Up, up, follow. Whoops! Oh yeah, because I didn't update this. Alright, alright, alright. Yes. Sorry. Center container. There you go. Starting again. Maybe we need to wait a few seconds. Go. Oh, unfollow, yes. Follow. Hey! Very colorful. Okay, rainbow is good. Rainbow is good. Okay, so this is the thing we have here. And now we need to make it transparent and export it to the web. And I forgot how to set it transparent. I've watched it on the stream at some point, but I forgot how to do it. But I think we can per pixel transparency. Windows settings is this one. Uh, pixel to true. So it's allowed and enabled. This. It doesn't work on desktop, but it should work on a web export. So let's try that. Export it to HTML5. There you go. For desktop, for mobile, yes, for desktop is okay. Custom HTML, so that's okay. Um, and set it up in the ready method with the US object. What do you mean by that? And set it up in the ready method with the OS object. Background color. What? I don't have the export templates. It is so awesome that Godot finally put all the export templates on GitHub, because Tux Family was just failing on me. It was so bad. Always window per pixel transparency enabled. I have to set this in ready, and I can't just set it in the project settings. Let's see it in the OS documentation. Per pixel transparency. Don't remember what you have to set in code. Let me look it up. Thank you. There you go. Project export to HTML. Export project. Let's just check this out. I have documents. Godot render. Let's use it as a favorite here. Create folders. Deepstream. Export with debug. No, maybe save. There you go. And I think I have to create a small web server for that. Documents, Godot render, deepstream, Python 9 Python minus m HTTP. There you go. Localhost 8000. Let's see. Localhost 8000. Deepstream HTML. Let's see if it works. It doesn't. Nope. It's not working. Dim. Unable to change the information. Can it resolve host name? Oops. Didn't know it works in an HTML export. I saw that in an HTML export actually. I thought it wouldn't work in a desktop export. But anyway, it seems that it doesn't work with the multiplayer connection, so it isn't able to connect to the server. Why does it say error connecting to StreamToy server 26? Something with change IPv4 address mapping over IPv6 option. Yes, this is exactly what I need, what I have. Ah, damn. The web export doesn't support eNet. It only supports HTTP client and WebSocket client. Ah, this was unknown to me. Ah, damn. Okay, so I think I have to change that. I have to rewrite this to use WebSocket client. I think that's the best way to use it. So, okay, this is bad. So yeah, so this doesn't work then. Let me see. So there's no other way to implement this into OBS, right? You can only have an HTML imported here. Can't. Well, you could. Oh, you could use. If it's true what you say, Capfluor, then you could have a transparent desktop app, and you can monitor that using OS. So this would be possible as well. I like the export, the HTML export better, but maybe we can set this up, and maybe it will work. So, but so let's see. It doesn't work. Well, the Godot icon was transparent, actually. There you see. Huh. So maybe it's just the theme here with the default background. Okay. The normal use case is to use a local Godot instance to show the messages. That is how most Godot stream implementations are done. Oh yeah, okay. So this would be actually the one I could use here. So the so what it is showing here is the default background of the default 2D background, right? I know that you can change it here. 2D is it there? Grid color. No, that's the bone. I think it was. Where was it? Oh no, that's the editor setting. Sorry. Window. No, it wasn't in window. It is a transparent background and you played it through OBS. Okay. So this is actually just the way I think I was aiming for the HTML website import, like a chat box or something. But if this works, then that's pretty fine. So where was the background? Where was the default? Oh, it was in the default inf, right? Background, yes. Mode, clear color. No, that's the two. That's not the 2D. That's the 3D things, right? No. Set the OS pixel print code 2. Okay, so let's try that. OS window by pixel transparency enabled is true. Yeah, it doesn't work, but I think it just shows the default background here. Where could I? Where was the what was that set? Color, environment, default clear color. No, that was at least not the 2D setting. Splash. Oh no, it is it. But I want this alpha. Maybe the editor doesn't show it. Nope. Ah, awesome. Thank you very much. Display window alert, enable pixel and splash. I think this setup is gone. Right, display. Where is it? Ah, I'm blind. There you go. Display window. Allowed, enabled, and splash is okay. Call. Very this line is required to grid tree red root center and sprint background true. Ah, okay. Yes. Let's try this. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Captain Fuba. Okay, so this is that. Let me put this here. No, I don't. I don't have enough monitors currently. Let me just put this over here and this over here, and then I have to implement it in OBS. I can use this here. Oh, this is the nice effect. So now I have to add a window recording, notifications, and the window is deepstream, Godot, deepstream. There you go. Okay. Why is it so big? And why doesn't it fit the... Let's see. Close your window now, yes. So this is that, and scaling. It's 1,920 to 2,200? 1,200? Why that? Oh, because, oh yeah, okay, of course. Because oh, maybe I can actually hide it. That would be interesting. So now it's transform 1080. Okay, so this is that. You can see the window title now, and that's okay. Does it process if you hide it? Yes, that's a very good question. Let's see. So we follow, and what happens? Nothing. Okay. Let's unhide it. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's try this again. Follow. Yay! Cool. And now I try to hide it again. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't process if it's hidden, which makes sense, of course. So now it's back open, and you can say follow, and it works. Yes. Cool stuff. Thanks a lot, Captain Fubo. That was very helpful. Yes, I set it in the background. And now I have to remove that. Let's see if it works. If it's on in the background, it works. Okay, nice. All right, perfect. So that's that. Now I need to remove the borderless. Does it hide the... Apparently, I can see anything. This is that, yes. So there's no... Let's see if it still works. Oh, it's there, okay. Let's change the transforms here. Back to this. Cool. Very cool. That's actually all I need. Awesome. Very cool. So yeah, I could just export this as a borderless window and transparent background. I like the web export more. Maybe I changed that, so I use WebSockets instead of Enet. I think it's pretty easy to change that because it uses the basic Godot multiplayer framework or abstraction around that. So maybe it's worth to check it out. But this is awesome. This is pretty cool. Okay. So now we can actually do stuff with it. So well, the easy way was to use just the rainbow effect with all these things, but I think that's not working with the thing. Whoa, there's something new, nothing trivial. Hello, welcome to the stream, and thanks for checking out. Toodle here, just pulling in to say hi. Hi. Thanks for the effort on the custom resources PR. Very much. I'm looking forward that this one is merged. At least for Godot 4, I think I won't backport it because I basically don't have any idea what Will was doing there. It's very hard to... now it's not very hard to understand, but there's a lot of things that he changed. And so I don't think I will try to backport it. But anyway, that's a feature for 4.0, and GDScript changed a lot in that. So I'm fine with that. We are so close. Yes, yes. I was resting. Did the PR checks work now? Because that was the last thing I saw that they didn't come through because some timeout was there. So let's see. Some checks were not so successful. Windows builds failing after 40 minutes. I think it's also a timeout there. Yeah, it's something in the upload. Yeah. Let's ping Aaron again. I think that's more of an infrastructure thing. Okay. Yeah. Keeping fingers crossed for that. Yes, I'm pretty happy as well. As I always said, I need it for Igventure, and I need it for Escoria, although we have another plan with Escoria now. But it's just some of these things that you just don't understand why it's what isn't in Godot since Godot 3, for example. Cool. Yeah. Um, so So the follow event just uses, or the all both events actually just use the rainbow effect there, which is a bit according to my design with all these black, white, and rainbow colored. Uh, Is there another sprint planning session planned anytime soon? Well, we want to have I think you referred to the Escoria board meeting. Yes, we want to have this once a month. I think we are on maybe the next stream or the stream after that. I have to check back with the guys on that. We have a lot of new contributors in Escoria. A lot. We have two, but a lot of new contributions to Escoria with new features actually, and we're squashing bugs here and there and writing documentation. So it's pretty busy currently. I don't have much time currently to work on Escoria, but all the other guys are working on it very hard, and we had to postpone the fall release date because they found so many bugs that we didn't come across right now. So they are fixing them, which is pretty awesome. Again, open source works. Um, so yeah, maybe next Monday or the Monday after that, we'll see. We definitely want to have that. So what do I do with the design? So I want to have my rainbow ball in there. This should be somewhere. I think it's here. A gradient. There it is. So let's put this here. And I want this here. Oh no, not there. There you go. There. Okay, so but this one is on a black background. That doesn't work. We need one on a transparent background. Oh no, automate. I recently switched from Sketch to Penpot, which is pretty awesome. And do I have no, I don't have, even don't have a, no, I have deep into teams. No, I don't have my, actually, it's not called Deep Entertains, but it's called Deep Entertainment. And yeah, I didn't do a sketch. I didn't do this in a sketch drawing, or did I? Create a new file. Logo. Let's see, design. Let's call it design. Okay, there's something. Oh, there's the gradient. There's the gradient. Let's copy the SVG code and just pop it here. Well, this was... Clean this up a bit. This is just the oval, but the gradient didn't work. Oh, so there's a radial gradient, and the gradient... It's radial gradient. There, and it starts. What? Oh, oh. Why did I do that? Why did I do this? Okay, so the rectangle. Maybe I should just copy all this stuff here. Copy SVG code. Pipe. No, okay, doesn't work. So that's the oval and this is the rectangle. Rectangle, and import all the gradient information. And I think PenPod doesn't support multiple points here currently. I think that's what's missing there. Oops. So the gradient, I think the gradient has multiple gradient points here. Yes, multiple. But PenPod doesn't support this currently. What do I have to? What? No. Okay, so let's see, PenPod gradient. Ah yes, support for multiple color stops for gradients, yes. So this is open. Okay, so let me just scrap to that. Okay, so let's postpone this stuff and work with Sketch, as long as I have the license for it. And yeah, so this is just... Okay, so if I change it to white, then I get this, which is a bit pastel. But anyway. Okay, so I have to change that to white, but alpha. Oh, because of that. Yes, okay. Why didn't I just use the gradient here? Linear. Like this, and then I have just something to fade it out. Let's blur. Whoa. Motion blur. Whoops. Background blur. This doesn't change anything. Did you know you have gradient textures in Godot? Oh, you have? I didn't. Yes, I know. I know that. Yeah, of course I know. Yes. So you mean we could just use for example, texture or sprite, which should work as well? That's a good idea. So if we take a gradient texture here and create a new gradient, but I think you can't. Can you have gradient? Oh wait. Do we have? We have. But we don't have a circle, right? Yes, I know. Do you have a circle that we can fill with a gradient? I know we have vector polygon 2D, yes. Line 2D, polygon 2D, but this is really a polygon, right? Yes. Oops. Oops, no. I need to change that into a... Can I use Bezier curves here? It's just a polygon, right? I can approximate this, but let's try just exporting this because I almost finished here. Okay. Let's use this one. Downloads gradient. Oh yeah, there you go. It's not quite the gradient I was using, but I think it's okay. So the idea is that the gradient just moves in and out with an animation on a notification. So let's add a animation player. New animation. New follower. So we're using this. Transform position. 3, 1, 12, maybe 6 seconds. Or maybe I change that to new follower in and make this 3 seconds long. And then I just put this in and record the keyframe. Let's try this. Let's loop it for testing purposes. Oh, those are 3 seconds. No. 1, 2. Oh, these are 3 seconds. Okay. Yes, I was looking for 3 seconds. Maybe just 1 second. 2 seconds. Yeah. So it's really just 1 second. Whoop. Oh no, I need just the in. Whoop. But I think I need to change the easing. Oh, it's just the this is that. It's linear, it's maybe I should have used a Bezier curve instead. Let's try this again. So the gradient is out, and we rocket the position and use Bezier curves. And here we set it to this point and record it again. And now I have to switch over to my trackball because there you go. Try blend in instead of animating. What do you mean blend in? We just make it appear or something. Okay, yeah. This doesn't make sense. Visibility, yeah, okay. No, I just wanted to slide this in. So this is actually what I was looking for. Just want to make this a bit smoother. Maybe like this. I don't know, that's actually worse. Works. And then I need something black white, so and I need a Korea types font. So maybe the event message has a black background. Rich text label, Starbox empty. We need a Starbox flat. Actually, we need a Starbox texture. Let's go with Starbox flat for a moment. And this in black. And we want, no, we don't want corner radius. We want border. I think we need this. Let's put something in there. I was looking for some padding, actually. Just the border, that doesn't make sense. Isn't that expand margin? Content margin? Like this? Ah, yeah, this is one. There you go. Or maybe even 50. Yes. Yeah, yeah, that works. And I need my usual Korea font or Korea style font. I don't know if you can just use Korea. Korea Prime. This is the open font license. Awesome. Okay, so we use Korea Prime. Regular. I think that's okay. Instead of bangers, fonts, normal font, Korea Prime. Yes, this is where I'm aiming. Perfect. And we don't need this one anymore. I literally just changed that, but I didn't save. Yes. Or maybe bold. Oh, maybe, can I use bold when I don't have a bold font? Let's see. No, I can't. Okay. Then I will need the bold font as well. And let's add this to the theme. The rich text label has a bold font, which is a dynamic font, and this font has the bold font, and it's the same size as the other one, which was 70. Perfect. So the code will be... No, the animation, let's continue with the animation first. We want the event message visibility modulate to be without alpha. And record this. And then we don't need RGB, we just need A. Removing this. And then here we want to have it visible. So this is how it works. try this. Let's rename it again to new follow because we just played backwards to unhide everything again. So let's start with a reset track. This is new in Godot 3.4, which is pretty helpful. So stream client notification. This is okay. And then we use B to highlight this with B viewers and follow the channel. So we set the set and then we play animation player, play new follower. So wait for it, then animation player, play backwards, new follower, yield, animation player, animation finished, and then we remove the BB code text. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, I don't need the waving anymore, but this looks quite okay. So don't need the rainbow here anymore. Center with the wave is also too much. Let's remove this as well. And it was pretty big, wasn't it? Dave, sorry, I missed that chat. Dave, the font has a bigger has a bigger variety to select from. Okay, yeah. But I'm fine with that one actually. Yeah, but you don't. Oh, yeah. Didn't watch. Let's do that again. Yeah, it's pretty big actually. It's huge. Okay, uh, maybe a little bit bigger, smaller. So default theme. Let's change that to 50. I think this is quite enough. Unfollow. Nice. Nice. Very nice. And we need a sound effect for that, of course. Okay, so this is the follow animation. I can't try out the rate animation, but let's do some. Maybe the gradient will run over the whole screen. Yeah, something like this. Not huge, just right. Thank you, yes. I think so as well. Can you get the chat color from the service? The chat color. You mean the color of the follower? That's a good question. Oh, sorry. That's a good question. Let's see if the documentation says this. Use a chat color, yes. So where's the reference here? There. So there is a follow. Broadcast the user ID. No, this is the condition. Event, there you go. No. You get the user ID and the user login and the username. I think you can use the API to take a look at that. Yes, that would be pretty nice, wouldn't it? Twitch API reference, get user, you see the profile image, but you don't see the chat color. Let's see if there's something about chat preference. Oh, that's the chat itself. No, I don't think you can. But yes, that would be pretty helpful to see. I don't know if the colors are the same for every member of the chat, actually. Okay, so let's do another animation, and this time for raid animation, or just raid. And this time we want to have the gradient here. And well, I think we can use 1 second. Let's zoom out of it. We want to have it here. How fast is that? Yeah, that's okay. And after that, let's put this to 3. Then we have to change it to here. Yes. And I was thinking that it might appear here and appear here. And scaled to something like this. Whoop, and yeah, scaling didn't work. That's awesome. Something like this. Now something like this. And maybe somewhere here it will be visible, but it won't be visible in the end. Something like this. And gone. Yes. Yeah, exactly like this. And the event message will be invisible at the beginning, visible here. No, it won't. It will be invisible here, and it will be visible something like there. Yeah, something like this. So let's use use that one to test it. How that looks. Twitch. We unfollow. Channel. Yeah. It goes in the right direction. I think the first thing has to be quicker. But for raid we can't play it backwards. We just have to raid out and rename the first one to raid in. So raid out, and we remove all the gradient stuff in here. And we just can I reverse that? Oh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome to reverse the animation in the editor. Oh, okay. So it actually would. Yeah, we can just remove this whole thing here and use the make it visible in the end, in the beginning, and then just in second make it invisible again. I think it's okay. Yeah, it's exactly. That works. So removing all the other things, we don't just need the A. Okay, so we're playing right in and we're playing right out. Let's try this again. Follow. Yay. Oh yeah, I said play backwards. That's wrong, of course. I think it was too fast. No. Let's start again. Okay. But I think it can last a little bit longer. Let's see, let's use 6 seconds. So this would be the animation for rate. And the follow animation would be this. Follow. And then we can just use play, whoops, play backwards, new follower. And that is how you do it. So this is basically how you use StreamToy and use it to create animations for events in your stream. So let's try this again. Now we should display the follow animation. And back. Yes, awesome. We just need a sound, but we're getting to the end. I think I will create my own sounds for that, or sound effects, or musical effects for that. But let's just... That's too long. Let's just take a simple sound. What's that kind of sound? Okay, that's okay. Let's download this. Yeah, I know. Download. Oh, Creative Commons 0, okay. Downloads. And where's that? There you go. Oh, uncompressed PCM. Now, okay. But I can't change that here. Okay. Yeah, I was going to do it, do a sound effect almost. So, well, this is how you use StreamToy. I won't say it's simple, but the overall infrastructure or the overall workflow to reach to receive events from Twitch so that you can do something with them is just complicated stuff due to server authentication, permissions, all this stuff. So there's a bit of there's a bit of effort required to make it work, but I think at least the server component helps a lot in there. So you can basically just get a very small kind of boilerplate code, and then get started with actually implementing all the stuff in Godot itself and doing all the cool stuff that you can do with Godot. You could even use, although I don't know if we can make a 3D background transparent, but I think you can, and use 3D animations in there. So a lot of possibilities there to implement in your stream. Yeah. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out the StreamToy. If you have any questions, just follow me around on Twitter and ask me there. And Kim Fugo says Twitch needs to streamline their API and not fragment into bots and users. Looks great. Looks great, by the way. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah, they have a lot of APIs, but I think they have these APIs for different use cases. So the event sub API has a different use case as the API for chatbots, for example. So I mean, if they would streamline it, I think one API that is simple to use, for example, the chatbot API is pretty simple to use currently, I think, because you don't need a server, something like that, would require to have a server then. So pros and cons on things. Lots of the API overlapping with. Yes, that's something I have found out as well. So there are features in many of the APIs. Yeah. All right, so thanks for stopping by. Let's see if there's anybody else online that we can raid. Who's online? Yes. Ivy is online. Ivy Dupler, who is a voice actor, goes on the show. Oh, I wanted to see that anyway. So let's give Ivy stream a go, and let's see. Right channel, Ivy, and let's go. So thanks for stopping by. Have a lot of fun with Ivy stream, and see you everybody next time. Goodbye.